Where's my partner at? Alright, let's get to this now. Finally got everybody here. We've been waiting on you. We have been waiting on you to arrive.
The best accessory has arrived.
Okay.
I'm a spy.
Hey, Morpheus.
It fits the theme right now.
You held up all of us for them glasses.
I'm here now. Get over it. The show can now start. All right. Let's get to it. Cheers. What's up, everybody? I'm saying we are Airbnb.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
I'm going to say it.
Okay. 3, 2.
What's up, everybody? We are Heir BnB.
Where the B stands for Brittany.
And Basil.
Welcome to the Empire. If you like reviews like you'll see in this video, reactions, games, all the cute little couple things, and you want to inherit all of this wealth that we will be bringing to you, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to push the notification bell as well. That way you don't miss out.
Yeah, that's right. Today's episode or video is going to be covering the challenge, season 37. Episode 1 titled The List. This season it has a tagline, Spies, Lies, and Allies.
Yes, the challenge, my favorite show.
It's
our favorite show.
Ain't my favorite show.
Well, we both love it, so.
I love the real. Who's not in this season, so that lets you know I'm just here to see what's going to happen. I'm just here to see that CT doesn't win. Don't
do CT. Now we got a problem. But anyway, if you want to see what we have to say about this episode, then keep on watching.
It started off with, I guess, episode 0, Global Activation, which saw all of the castmates come into the house. They split them up into 2 groups, 34 agents total. First 17, all American. Second 17, all international. Americans come first. It's mostly vets with some rookies sprinkled in there. Mm-hmm. And right off the bat, they start drinking, have a little good time. Bam, the green light come on. It's time for the first mission of the season. They got to go. TJ come say, come on, guys, everybody, let's go. Right after that, bam, second 17 come. They go racing to get their beds. They realize, it's all people been here. What's going on? So right off the bat with that, Brittany, what were you thinking?
I liked how they had some new Americans to get to know the current vets that we have right now.
I don't like no rookies.
It's just too many. There's 19 rookies and there's only 15 vets. It's just a different dynamic. There was never that many rookies before in a house just starting out. So it'll be very
and these rookies these days disrespectful, man. They don't have the same respect the last rookies.
They're a lot stronger because they're not just from these little love shows. A lot of them are from like Survivor. They won Survivor. I don't really know any. I'm not even familiar with anything else. But
shows similar to the challenge. But anyway, so now the international 17 international come in, all rookies except for Kyle and Big T. And then all of a sudden they get these 2 briefcases coming in. TJ tells them that tomorrow they're gonna have to go and find the rest or meet the rest of the their roommates,
which will be their potential partners. So that was in the briefcase, was kind of like.
Before you even get to that, so Kyle kind of like summed that up, that he thought that they were going that's what it's going to be. They're going to have to go and pick who their partner is going to be.
Right. They were going to be the partners, as what Kyle was thinking. They still didn't know what it was until they got to the challenge, but they were at least able to see who all the players were, and then that way they had an idea of who they wanted to pick.
Right, in the briefcase it had all their information in there.
Right, like their stock cars,
all the
challenges they've been on.
That were away.
Even the rookies, right, so all the Americans. So that was pretty much how it ended, was we didn't see the Americans anymore because TJ abducted them, and then it was just all up to the internationals at that point to get into the first
Let's
episode
go ahead to
of
the daily challenge.
Yeah.
First daily challenge, let's get into it. So we have the Americans all tied into these like cinder block brick thingies.
They're
chained to them. They have all these numbers and letters on them that are in different colors all around the cinder block. They're all chained to their own individual one. And pretty much the internationals, they just have to go and pick who they want. Whoever gets that person first and breaks them free, that's your partner.
So, yeah, we'll run down the list of the partners. You want to take the first half? I'll take the second half.
All right, okay. So, Emmanuel ended up picking Casey. Kels ended up picking Tori. Kyle picked Amanda. Nam picked Michelle. Logan picked Anissa. Now, he had saw earlier that Kyle was telling him that he should pick Anissa, so he followed that advice. Huey picked Ashley. You want to get the rest of them?
Then Bettina picked Corey, and that's who she really, really wanted. So she got him first over Priscilla, who also wanted Corey, but her second choice was Nelson. So
she ran to Nelson.
She was like, "Where's Nelson?" Gabo picked Nani, and the only reason why he picked her is because he saw her picture and thought she was hot.
Gabo don't even know what show he on, man. He don't know what nothing.
He doesn't have a clue.
He didn't know. I don't even think he was meant to be on this show. I think he just got into the van on accident.
They picked him up and said, "You're coming with us,"
like, right,
and he's just like, "All right, cool."
Somebody called. They can't make it. Come on, bro. You can get it. You can get on the show.
Space Cadet. Then after that, it was Renan and Michaela. Emmy picked Corey Else, another Corey.
Not my man's Corey, another Corey.
I know. Berna picked CT, my fave, and he was just behind the blocks high, and he didn't want nobody to pick him, I guess.
So he ain't know none of these people. He was a little scared.
Yeah, he was afraid, because these people are just charging through with sledgehammers, and he's like, I don't...
Man, he's not going to be here for much longer, so that's okay. Anyway, the rest of the list...
Anyway, Esther picked Fessy, Messy Fessy. Tracy picked Devin. Big T picked Tommy, and Tasha picked Jeremiah.
Anissa and her teammate Logan, they get freed. I think like the second or something like that. Anissa's looking at the letters and numbers on the cement blocks that they were tied to and recognized, hey, we gotta remember these. These come in handy, which of course they did because not only were you supposed to free who you chose as your partner, you're also supposed to go ahead and free your safe. Take it to another location and try to crack the code, which were the letters and numbers that were on the cement block, so they had to memorize those. Anissa was the first person to point that out. You know, she's been in there for like 500 years. She bound to pick up on something.
Yeah, Anissa better know after she's been on about 25 seasons of this show, so she knew to pay attention to everything. And I could have sworn CT knew what was going on too.
He didn't know nothing.
I could have sworn he knew, but I might be wrong. But Anissa definitely knew. They broke themselves free, her and her partner, but actually Emmanuel and Casey got free first. They thought they had it until they got to the second part of the challenge, which was to crack the code to the safe. So they pretty much got behind on that point, and then that's when Anissa and Logan caught up, and then they were able to crack the safe, take out the black little diamond gemstone inside the safe, run to the finish line to where TJ was, and took home victory.
They had, so pretty much once you took the safe over there, you had to crack it open. You had 3 tries. If you failed, there was a 5-minute penalty. Nelson and his teammate, they ended up catching it. Nelson was yelling at his safe. Congratulations, Anissa. Once again, first episode, first daily challenge. She wins. That's 2 in a row. So they were the winning team. The losing team ended up being Ashley and her partner, Huey, who she could not stand from the moment he picked her.
Funny.
Said he was talking too much, asking all these questions. She's trying to stay focused on winning his daily challenge.
He was like, "Where are you from?" She's like, "I'm from your worst nightmare. Pick up the sledgehammer and get to work." I felt her. I'm like, this is not the time or place. Like, we're in the middle of a challenge right now.
My man's trying to interview her, trying to see what their hobbies are, if they have
similar
interests. Yeah, similar interests. I'm like, golly, man.
Yeah, he was at the wrong. It was the wrong place. So she was already mad at him about that. So then they end up losing, but he couldn't even get the safe open. Like, he had the code, it looked like, the whole time. He just didn't know how to actually turn the knob to open the safe. So who knows?
Yeah, it was bad, but they eventually got it open. But of course, too little, too late. They're already the last team. TJ teases them for a moment, making them think that they might be eliminated. They may have been purged out of the game. But of course, he was just telling a bad dad joke because TJ's that age now.
Right, he says, "You are done with getting last place," or something like that.
Yep, so we learned that the cash prize amount for this season is $1 million. We learned that since Anissa and Logan have won, they now become the agency, and they are safe from elimination and get to choose who will go against whoever the rest of the house votes to go into elimination. With that being said, first daily challenge, real easy one, smooth one. Just something to get you, your feet wet into the game. Nothing too crazy, but let you know we here to play. And then we head back to the house. So Anissa Logan have all the power, which is interesting because that is one of the one rookie, one vet team. So first thing we see when we get back to the house is alliances being formed, politicking happening. Rookies talking about having an alliance together. The survivors
you're in
having
a
an alliance
challenge
together.
house.
Yep.
And they're really scared of the survivor people, the vets are, because for one, they apparently are super, super good at politics and they know how to be sneaky and sly.
We'll see about that.
That's right. That's what they say. But yeah, they didn't meet the challengers yet because they know how to do it too. But and it's a lot of them. I think the majority of the rookies, as far as the show that they've been on, are survivor people. So the vets really want to target the survivor people the most. But it's gonna be basically vets versus rookies, and the rookies feel the same way. They are ready to get these vets out.
It seems to be the theme of the show, and maybe the theme of the season is that the vets have the knowledge and experience, the rookies have the numbers, and pretty much seeing how that's going to play out as each episode goes on each week. How that plays out, if it's the experience or the numbers that are going to take over. Michaela, Michelle, and others talking about having an alliance together against the vets. We see Ashley, Amanda, and Devin and Josh all talking about the vets should stick together until they get rid of every rookie. The veteran rule.
Right, veteran rule / or every available rookie.
Messy. It's getting messy, but challenge, of course, isn't all about the politicking. It's also about the love making. And, we saw a whole lot of hookups starting, or a lot of foreshadowing, teasers to hookups to come later on.
Right, we pretty much know everybody that is because they showed everything.
Yeah, they be showing everything in the previews, but you be still wondering, like, how did this go from this? This person talking to this person. How they end up talking to that person later?
Yeah.
But as far as this episode, we see Emmanuel fall in love with Michelle.
Literally, he used the words, "I'm in love." Then you got at the birthday party, Devin stripping outside. That was I guess her birthday present. And then he took off his...
Logan and Michelle's birthday.
Yeah, it was Logan and Michelle's birthday.
And he had some Speedos on.
He was enjoying it too. He was laughing. He was cheering him on. So yeah, he was working that dad bod. He took CT's bod away, and now CT got his body back in shape. So
can't never say Devin's not confident. So yeah. We also see Ashley and Nelson kissing. Ashley moved out to Texas,
so cute.
Close to Nelson. Well, I don't know to be close to Nelson, but she lives close to Nelson, according to him. I don't know. But yeah, apparently, doing it with that late night.
You're
late night.
shaking the table.
Okay, I'm just saying that's what be happening at the late night.
I don't think so.
That's the late night.
Well, that happened. Then you got partners, Kels and Tori, liking on each other too. So who knows how that's gonna turn out.
Man, Tori, the new Corey, OG Corey. Tori is a new Corey. She getting all the dudes, man.
She took off that engagement ring and she is just trying to see who her next victim is.
Now all she gotta do is have a baby and talk about having kids for a whole season, and she'll be complete. she'll be the new Corey.
Right.
Fessy and Amanda, they were kissing on each other.
That was weird.
It was really weird because Amanda and Nelson are friends, and Nelson and Fessy still have issues from last season when Fessy double-crossed Nelson, and they actually talked about this, went back and forth for a little bit about it.
Right after
Nelson
they got caught. Right after Corey caught them watching from the balcony, he probably went to go tell Nelson, like, guess what's going on outside.
Snitch.
Yeah, Fessy was like, all right, well, let's go talk to Nelson now. So then they go over by the pool. And I was really happy that Nelson still stood his ground because that was really something for Fessy to do. I'm still mad about it too. And I'm glad Nelson was. I'm so that I can't even watch that scene anymore.
The name of the game is to get the skull.
That was really, if that's your boy, your brother, and you knew that he had a disadvantage towards you and you threw yourself in, I'm going to stay mad and I'm never going to trust you again. And he's begging for forgiveness. No, don't even believe it, Nelson, because he's lying again, because he has nobody else to turn to in the house and he needs somebody close to him to be on his side besides the Big Brother alliance. He needs his brother back. But that's not gonna happen.
We'll see. But all I know is he did what he got to do. It's a competition. There can only be one winner.
No, that was wrong.
We also got what, Nani? Did you say?
Nani
and Casey?
Nani and Casey. They showed. I knew that was gonna happen.
I didn't know people wanted that to happen, but
apparently
it's a real popular thing people was talking about. I completely missed it.
It was like teased in Double Agents because they were flirting, and Casey had a girlfriend. They were always flirting. Nani was always up in Casey's face. Casey was flirting back, but she was trying to like pull back because she knew she was in a relationship.
I thought Nani was strictly prickly. I didn't know she was on.
Nani likes anything that.
Don't do Nani like that, man.
Punani. Nani Punani.
Nani Punani. Okay, so after all the mushiness, we get back into the real thing of the challenge, the drama, the problem. So turns out Michaela, it comes out that we didn't know this at the time, that Michaela has a list, and the way that it came out, which we found out after show, well, I guess we'll get to later, but we found out how it came out later. But everybody's like, well, what's this list that she has? And it's rumored it's a list against the vets, a list, trying to plot, strategize against them. So people are like, what is going on? Michaela tries to make it cool by going to talk to everybody, bringing the list. But people not having it.
No, that just looks stupid. Like you're running upstairs going to get a list. This is the list that I have. It's a list of partners. Baby girl, you didn't have to do that because you already look guilty. You've already been told on, so there's not really much else you can do.
She got to try to do something.
The deliberation is tonight, so I don't know what all she could do.
You gotta go out fighting. You're not just she was gonna stand there like, well, guess I gotta go home.
She should have known.
Well,
being
yeah,
in this
but once
house.
you got caught, I'm about to try to say something. It's like,
but it just looks stupid at that point. At least own up to it then. I would have just owned up.
You damned if you don't. You might as well try to see if there's a way you can fix it. Because either way, you already the person. So it's nothing you're going to do to make it any worse. You're already getting sent in. She knew that. And so only thing she can do at that point is try to somewhat plead the case and maybe hope something was going to happen.
But what you were going to say about the after show, what we learned was that she was never even the target to begin with. It was going to be Corey L. and Emmy going in. And they didn't know who they wanted to go against them yet. They just knew for a fact that they wanted them in. So, but since Michaela went ahead and did what she did with her categories, she had 3 categories on this list.
That's how she said it.
That was
that is how they say it in
Emmy.
the country.
Romania, I guess that's where she's from.
That's where she's from. That's what she said. From Romania.
Yeah, she did in the teaser.
She beat somebody in elimination.
Yeah, we know I think she's gonna stay because they were kind of talking about her being. It was a good season for her.
Yeah, but what she was saying was she was gonna be the one that they sent in. But dang, what's her name?
Amanda.
I
couldn't think about it.
Liked her, so she said, "We're gonna send you in that you can give me something." So Emmy ended up bringing up the list that Michaela was writing on to, to throw her under the bus, and so Emmy could save herself. And it all came out into deliberation. Emmy just went ahead and spilled the beans, saying that it was a list targeting the vets, trying to see how she can get rid of
mainly Tori and Anissa.
And they was just like, oh.
It was right there. It was over and done. And then I wish I remembered his name, but the redheaded guy, he basically backed Emmy up again and was like, yeah, that is what happened. So now you got 2 people saying that you did the list. So now nobody really trusts you at this point. So there's nothing she can salvage. So at that point, they were voting on the tablets. All the tablets are at the table. They vote right there with the agency. And literally the whole house voted for Michaela and Renan,
they're both in.
They're definitely in, and we find out right there at the table that they're the compromised agents.
Yeah. So they're going into elimination, and now we have to go ahead and see who Anissa and Logan are gonna pick to go in to face them.
The Lair, the new elimination ground.
The agents find out that this season is called Spies, Lies, and Allies. So they find out it is going back to the spy theme if they weren't already aware of that. With all the lingo that TJ was using throughout the episode.
Right.
So we end up finding out who Michaela and Renan are going against. Now, right before Anissa and Logan are able to give who they want them to go against, TJ, as he's known to do, drops another bombshell, lets them know.
Twist, TJ's
Another twist from TJ. He lets them know that, it's not just partner or teams that you're picking. You can pick any individual man from any team and any individual woman from any team.
Anybody is
send them
up
down
for
to
grabs.
elimination. So everybody is up for grabs. It doesn't matter who you partner with. Their alliance doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be safe because you can be plucked out of that group.
You are
no problem.
Literally. So everybody's mouth was like, no way.
But they got to change their game plans now.
Exactly. Because nobody is guaranteed partners. Like last season, nobody was really guaranteed partners either. But this is different. So when TJ finally asked, okay, now you know, you have literally no time to even think about this. So who are you going to pick, Anissa? She still ends up picking Corey L, which is what they had already discussed. So her partner went along with her. But then she ends up picking Michelle as the female to go down. But Corey L is Emmy's partner, so now I was wondering anyway when the show was, I'm like, why wouldn't they just pick his partner? Like, she's the one that spread these rumors, but now we know why, because she was safe because of Amanda, so they didn't want to pick her.
Yeah, she was safe, he wasn't. So then again,
which is sad. He had nothing to do with it.
Running against Corey L and Michelle, and after a back and forth that showed Corey L and Michelle leading off at first. Then kind of started to slip a little bit. You know, Renan and Michaela were kind of, it seemed like at one point, doing pretty good.
Because Michaela's strong. Renan didn't give two craps about what was going on. He just was there.
Unfortunately.
So I feel bad for Michaela.
He cost the team the victory. They were eliminated.
He didn't care.
The game that they were playing in, they were strapped together, back to back, sitting on the ground on this ramp, like in the middle, and they both each had to push their team, the other team, off the other end.
It was like a ramp.
It was a ramp.
Then they were in the middle, and then, but...
So, like, pretty much back to back. This is back to back, the two teams, and you pushing, and, you know, they got...
Right, pushing or
side,
pulling.
And this team has to push them on that side. So, as long as you get them out on that side, and you this team, however, you push or pull, you win.
Which is what, Corey, and he pulled all three people, but I'm like, wait a minute, I was confused, like, how did they win? Because I saw them fall off, but I'm thinking that you had to push them off the ramp to win, but Corey pulled them off, and it said that they won.
Yeah, you just had to get them off the ramp.
Yeah, whatever way as long as you get them off on their side, you won. So that was crazy to see, because he dragged those people. So
Michaela, Renan, and the list are gone. And we also find out that Nam is gone.
Yeah, so what happened to Nam?
TJ just says Nam had to leave, so this 2 seasons in a row, Nam has to leave, and his replacement is this guy named Ed. And it seemed like we were supposed to know, if you know, it's one of those.
Yeah, he came in hot, like, people knew who he was.
So he's there. Of course, like last season, the winner gets to pick who they want as their partner. Since it was 2 people in elimination, they both got to pick. Michelle chose Devin. You know, she wanted Brains over Braun. Coriel picked Tori, which broke Kel's heart.
Oh, he was just up there getting ready to cry.
They was flirting the whole episode.
He never felt so high and so low at the same time.
Still.
I felt bad for him. You could just see it on his face. And then that left Emmy and Ed. So then TJ were like, okay, Emmy and Ed, you're now partners because your partners got stolen. Right. And then now Tracy and Kels have to be partners because they were abandoned.
So that's everybody. Everybody's booed up. Everybody's partnered up. We're going to go ahead and start into the next episode and see what happens from there. Who's gonna go send it to elimination? What's going on? So that's the episode. A lot of twists and turns. Don't make any lists. Keep it all in here.
It needs to be a mental note.
Write it down and make sure you know who you're talking to, who you can trust. I think that's what Michaela's learned. She said she's gonna be back. This time she's gonna probably do a little better. I believe in her.
Because everybody was wanting her to be on the challenge, and I never even heard of her before, but apparently everybody was excited for her to be on here. So
I don't know these people but the best.
Right. But it was a disappointment. I kind of wanted to see what she had to do. I'm excited to see what else Corey L has to do. Kels, because he fine. And I like the little Nigerian, the girl too. She seems pretty cool. So yeah, I'm happy about some of the new rookies.
I'm rooting for Corey and Nisa. Nothing can happen if he can't. You know, Corey or Nisa gone.
No, Corey needs it first. 4. Yeah.
And you know, I wish Darrell was here, but you know, I know Darrell got his family, so
come back, Darrell.
I knew you weren't gonna come back for this one. Yeah, but other than that, I just don't want CT to win, and that's where I'm at. I'm at with that.
Yeah, I'm hit or miss with that one.
Yeah, now I'm just all hit or miss. I don't know.
I don't want to see him get eliminated, but like you did win. I'm with Corey. Just stay at home for right now. Let somebody else win. Like you're 40 years old. It's time for somebody else to win that has not won before.
Man, it's been like every single
AKA
season.
Corey.
He don't even take care of his son. No, I'm just like...
Corey got all 5 kids at home, and he stay on the challenge every time.
He went on the Water Worlds though. He had a little time.
He gotta win though. He gotta win at least one. But I'm excited.
He needs to win one.
Yeah, this is it for him, I think. I think this is going to be a really good season. I think it'll be kind of easy to get the rookies out because they already messed up. So it's kind of like they really don't even know what to expect. They just came in and are ready to have fun, I think, most of them. So I think it's gonna be crazy.
So that's the episode, you guys. The first episode of season 37 is in the books. We both gave our opinions, but what do you think? How'd you feel about the elimination? Were you happy with the person leaving? What do you think is going to happen next week? What do you think is going to happen overall in this season? Who are you rooting for to win? Let us know all of that down in the comment section. Please do that. We are happy to hear that from you.
And respond.
We will respond, and we will be happy to see you at the next video where we talk about episode 2.
Yeah, don't forget before you leave to thumbs up this video if you did like it. Also, I have my own YouTube channel called Barilla Mode. I will leave a link for you here. All about hair, fashion, beauty. If you like all that good stuff, then head over to that channel and subscribe.
Yes. And I also have my own channel, it's the Whackcast Podcast. You can go ahead and subscribe, like that as well. Our videos, listen to them. Get some of what we call our whack wisdom, which is just our opinions on everyday topics and pop culture. You can also listen to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. So we everywhere, baby. Just go ahead and give us a listen and talk whack to me.
Thanks, you guys, for watching our first video.
Number 1.
Yeah, so many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And we are off the air.
Off the air.
See you next time.
Peace.
Oh, our handshake.
I don't have one.
Well, dang.